Hi, I'm Steve Younis. Welcome to the Speeding Bulletin, your Superman news video recapping the events of the week, January 15th to January 21st, 2016. Our top news stories this week included: new Batman v Superman material is shown on the DC Films Presents Dawn of the Justice League TV special. Water Tower Music announced the Batman v Superman soundtrack release. And young Kal-El is cast for the Supergirl TV series. Let's check out these stories and more in this week's Speeding Bulletin. In movie news, Warner Brothers released a new TV spot narrated by Jeff Johns for Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, which shows Superman and Batman charging towards one another. Check it out.
Don't forget, Batman v Superman kicks off the Dawn of the Justice League, March 25th. Don't miss it.
This TV spot aired during the DC Films Presents Dawn of the Justice League special, which aired on the CW on Tuesday night. Warner Brothers and the CW released a video of the Batman v Superman segment of the special, which included interviews with Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck, a few bits of extra footage, and details about the movie and other DC films we can look forward to. Fans looking for the other segments of the DC Films special can find them on YouTube. There are segments on the Green Lanterns, The Flash, Cyborg, Aquaman, and Wonder Woman. Water Tower Music announced this week the March 18th release of the soundtrack to the upcoming feature film Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, a collaborative effort by film composers Hans Zimmer and Junkie XL. Available digitally on CD, 2-disc deluxe CD, and on limited edition 3-disc deluxe vinyl, the first public sample of the music was also released online, and the album is now available for pre-order. The 2-CD deluxe package, the digital deluxe version, and the 3-disc deluxe vinyl set feature over 90 minutes of music, 5 bonus tracks, an exclusive fold-out poster, and liner notes from the composers. Additionally, the vinyl set features etched vinyl art and an album download card. Pre-order yours from the Superman homepage online store. Thanks to Golden Link Europe, we now have a clear indication of the in-theatre concessions that will be available for Batman v Superman. From the popcorn boxes to drink cups, from keychains to water bottles, some of the items also have a dynamic image of Batman and Superman facing off against one another we haven't seen before. According to Variety, Batman v Superman spent the most of any movie this week when it came to advertising on television. Ads placed for the superhero movie had an estimated media value of $7.74 million through Sunday, for just 11 national ads airing across 7 networks. DC Entertainment executed on a high-cost, high-impact strategy promoting Batman v Superman in a handful of pricey sports programming slots, including NFL football and the College Football Playoff National Championships. Mattel has released a Batman v Superman edition of the classic Rock'em Sock'em Robots toy. Inspired by the upcoming movie, The Dark Knight and the Man of Steel star in this classic game, where you move the superheroes into position and pummel back and forth until one of them flies off the platform. Order yours now from the Superman homepage online store. Warner Brothers Consumer Products and 11-time NASCAR Sprint Cup Series champions Hendrick Motorsports unveiled the latest pairing in their ongoing partnership, featuring 2 special paint schemes for drivers Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Jimmy Johnson to promote Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. Batman will be represented on Earnhardt's number 88 nationwide Batman Chevrolet SS, and Superman will be featured on Johnson's number 48 Lowe's Superman Chevrolet SS when the teammates square off during the March 20th race in Fontana, California. Batman v Superman versions of Superman, Batman and Wonder Woman are featured on the cover of the March-April 2016 edition of Famous Monsters of Filmland magazine. Issue 284 of Famous Monsters of Filmland won't hit stores for another few weeks, but it's now available for pre-order at CaptainCo.com. A new piece of promotional art was released to promote this week's DC Films Presents Dawn of the Justice League special, which aired on the CW as I mentioned. The image gave us our first look at the assembled members of the Justice League for Zack Snyder's upcoming film, including The Flash, played by Ezra Miller, and Cyborg, played by Ray Fisher. The other members of the Justice League are also included, with Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman and Aquaman. Warner Brothers Home Entertainment announced the voice cast for the next DC Universe original animated movie, Justice League vs. Teen Titans. Arriving in the second quarter of 2016, Justice League vs. Teen Titans sees Robin working with the Teen Titans after his volatile behaviour botches a Justice League mission. The young team then must really step up to face Trigon after he possesses the League and threatens to conquer the world. In TV news, CBS released a promo video for the 11th episode of Season 1 of Supergirl, titled Strange Visitor from Another Planet. In this episode, Kara must help Hank face his painful past when a white Martian, a member of the alien race that wiped out his people, kidnapped Senator Miranda Crane, an anti-alien politician. Also, Kat's estranged son Adam arrives in National City. This episode is scheduled to air on CBS in the USA on Monday, January 25th at 8 p.m. CBS also issued an official description for the 13th episode of Season 1 of Supergirl, titled For the Girl Who Has Everything. In this episode, Kara's friends must find a way to save her life when a parasitic alien attaches itself to her and traps her in a dream world where her family is alive and her home planet was never destroyed. Also, Alex, Hank and the DEO must fend off a Kryptonian attack while Kara is out of commission. For the Girl Who Has Everything, which is based on a classic Superman story of a similar name, is scheduled to air on Monday, February 8th. Speaking of which, with the release of the description and cast list for this episode, we now know that the actor cast in the role of young Kal-El is Daniel DiMaggio. Having previously starred in Tales of Halloween and A Tiger's Tale, the young actor will make his appearance as Kara's younger cousin Kal-El during the For the Girl Who Has Everything episode. In comic book news, DC Comics released their April 2016 solicitations this week, and we highlighted for you all the Superman-related comics and products listed. Of special note was Action Comics number 51, in which Superman is shocked to learn that Kara has been missing for some time as Part 3 of Super League begins. Now with Batman's help, Kal-El is on his cousin's trail, but he can't believe where it's leading him and who she has joined. And Superman American Alien number 6, in which Pete Ross and Kenny Braverman take a trip to Metropolis to catch up with their old friend Clark Kent, only to find that the Superman phenomenon has taken the city by storm. As Clark's alter ego grows more famous, so do Pete's concerns, and the rising tensions between the two friends inadvertently result in an epic encounter of an extraterrestrial nature. Check out the complete list of Superman comics listed in the April solicitations at our website now. DC Comics has announced that the variant covers for comic books being released in April will all be drawn by John Romita Jr. The legendary artist has drawn 26 different variant covers, gracing titles such as Action Comics Superman and Superman Lois and Clark. DC Comics announced that one of its 2 titles available for this year's free Comic Book Day event will be a preview of the upcoming DC Superhero Girls Finals Crisis original graphic novel. The other book also on offer is a reprint of the original New 52 Suicide Squad number 1. These 2 free Comic Book Day special editions will be available with other publishers' free releases on Saturday, May 7th. Comic books we reviewed this week included Batman Superman number 28, which was reviewed by Alyssa Gossage, who gave it a 5 out of 5, saying, "This is the Superman and Batman that I love to read." Michael Bailey reviewed Superman American Alien number 3, saying this was a definite improvement over the last issue, and he rated it a 4 out of 5. Earth 2 Society number 8 was reviewed by James Lance, who said this series seems to be heading in the right direction, and he rated this issue a 5 out of 5. And T.A. Hewitt reviewed Injustice Year 5 Chapter 4, giving it a 1 out of 5, saying, "You may expect many things, but boredom isn't normally one of them." Superman comics available this week from January 20th include Injustice Year 5 Chapter 5 digital comic has been available since January 18th. Injustice Gods Among Us Year 5 number 2 print edition. Justice League Darkseid War Superman number 1 second printing. Superman Wonder Woman number 25, which is available in an adult colouring book variant cover. And DC Comics Bombshells Chapter 27 digital comic will be available January 22nd. Get ready for the most anticipated movie of 2016 with these fantastic t-shirts. Choose from dozens of different designs featuring Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman and Lex Luthor. Get the Batman v Superman Superman uniform t-shirt from $31.56. Or how about this Batman v Superman Hero Choke t-shirt from just $21.95. These and other great Batman v Superman movie t-shirts are available from your one-stop Superman shop, the Superman homepage online store at supermanhomepage.com/shop. In other news, Sideshow Collectibles released a gallery of images and a giveaway contest for their upcoming Lex Luthor in Power Suit premium format figure. Suiting up in his massive metallic green and purple battle armour, finely crafted with light-up features, the brilliant billionaire industrialist has levelled the playing field, ready to go toe-to-toe with the strange visitor from Krypton. The Sideshow exclusive edition includes an additional swap-out hand holding his secret weapon, a shard of kryptonite. Both the regular and exclusive editions of the Lex Luthor Power Suit Premium Format figure will be priced at $529.99. You can pre-order yours now. The 10th episode of the DC Superhero Girls animated shorts is now online. Titled Club Life, it's time for Poison Ivy to branch out, literally, and join some clubs. Principal's orders, but what club should she choose at Superhero High School? Watch the episode now at our website and check out the official DCSuperheroGirls.com website. And that's all the news there was for the week, January 15th to January 21st. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Steve Younis from SupermanHomepage.com.
Great Scott! Great Scott! Great Scott!
Hello everyone, and welcome to another fabulous episode of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V, and I'm back inside this week. I actually went to New York, and I was going to go to Midtown Comics, but I somehow got turned all around, so coming up soon, an adventure from Midtown Comics, but not just yet because I didn't make it there. However, this week we have the Dawn of Justice special, hosted by Kevin Smith and Jeff Johns, talking about the whole new DC cinematic universe, which of course started with Man of Steel, and we get the Man of Steel music playing through the whole episode, the whole retrospective, the whole thing that's talking about Dawn of Justice. Man of Steel music, of course, that's the only movie we've had so far, so that might be, the excuse might be, that's the only music we have to play. But as soon as I heard it, I started getting excited. As soon as I start seeing the scenes here, I get excited. They showed us some new stuff. We saw new footage. We saw stuff of Bruce Wayne. We saw stuff with Batman. We saw stuff with Wonder Woman. And a few scenes of Superman. We saw a few scenes of Lois saying things that we haven't seen before. We saw extensions on scenes that we've seen before in different previews. So we're seeing a lot more. And of course, we got a taste of the Wonder Woman movie, which shows us scenes that we haven't seen before at all. And they're apparently heavily into the filming of the Wonder Woman show, which is just, I mean, the movie, it's going to be great. She's on horseback, she's got a sword, she's got her shield, she's beating guys up. It's obviously set in the 40s or whatever. Holy moly, I'm so excited, I'm choking myself up. We got Lex Luthor, Jesse Eisenberg, who, by the way, was at Midtown Comics a couple of weeks ago, signing books for people, saying hi to everyone, and as much as I've said, I hate it when these actors come on and say, well, I never wanted to be in a superhero movie because I just don't think of them as being real acting jobs. And then when he starts working on it, it's, wow, it's really one of the best scripts I've ever read. One of the best roles I've ever played. You know, his downfall or when he loses his hair or whatever, I heard him say recently, is one of the greatest scenes I've ever read and one of the greatest scenes I've ever been a part of. So it's just really exciting. It's really great, you know. Hopefully he's really sincere and he's really loving what he's doing, and it's not just, well, obviously, when you're in something, you gotta say good things about it. Know now that he's gonna at some point lose his hair. Jeff Johns talking about how the early renditions of Lex had him with red hair, and before we see him lose his hair, that's what they're kind of basing this guy on. Now they are calling him Lex Luthor Jr., which means there was a Lex Luthor Sr., but that's okay. It doesn't mean that this guy isn't the guy that we've all been waiting for. It just means that there was another guy who we really don't care about anyway, other than the fact that it was Lex's father. Also got Suicide Squad they talked about a lot. I'm not real sure how I feel about Suicide Squad. They showed a preview, a new trailer at the end of this show. It seems a little bit on the goofy side, but maybe comedic is good. Maybe it'll be not so over the top. Maybe it won't seem so silly once we see it all in context. It's kind of like, why are Batman and Superman going at it, and why is Superman seemingly saying dialogue that seems so out of character for him? I'm sure we're going to see what leads up to this guy wanting to do that and that guy wanting to do this. We know that Batman is afraid of what Superman could mean, what he could do to the world, what he witnessed when he saw them fighting in the air. Although it should be abundantly clear that Superman was the good guy in that situation, from Batman's point of view, it seems like he's still unsure. And if that could happen when Superman was the good guy in the situation, what could happen if Superman decided he wasn't the good guy, or if Superman became not the good guy? Hence, we have the nightmare sequence where I think it probably really gets into Bruce Wayne's head, and he's obsessed with it, and he becomes crazy. And obviously we know they come together. They come to blows. It's going to take a lot for me to buy that Batman's able to do it, but once they do that, once they get it out of their system, once that male testosterone is finished off, we see Wonder Woman comes in. She joins in. Maybe she's rescuing Batman when it looks like the doomsday-ish creature is about to eye-beam everybody and everything's going to get destroyed. And then they all come together, and that's Dawn of the Justice League, which is what we're talking about here. And, of course, Suicide Squad is something else. But they are saying it's all going to be part of one big cinematic universe. Jeff Johns talking about all the characters, Flash and Cyborg and Green Lantern and the Green Lantern Corps is all going to be a part of it. So it's very exciting. We're at a very exciting time. It's a very cool, not long now to go for Batman v Superman. Thanks everybody for watching. And remember, always look up in the sky.